California, but it should be a lot of fun just to kind of get out and do something different.
We have made it to Como Zoo. Parking was a little bit of a hassle. There was a lot of people here, so we had to go way down and park on the street, and then now we're walking to the entrance. We're here at the primates. We took a look at the animals that are on the outside, and now we're gonna head inside and see what they got in there. Inside. We're gonna go see if he's outside.
While we were watching the gorillas, one of the park employees was talking about how the unit behind us is actually a family unit. So you have a dad, two moms, and the babies, and then the ones that we saw on the other side were the males. And so every time they smell the females, they're trying to show off to get the females' attention of the ones that are in this side. You see, it's like it stands up. It's 16 feet. So it's $5 to feed the giraffes. We got into line to try to see if we could participate, but they'd been feeding them for about the last half hour or so, so this guy wasn't hungry anymore. Maybe there'll be another chance later on this afternoon when we loop back around.
Much like the wolves in the wild, these ones are elusive as well. Didn't see any. Heading to the large cats enclosure, see what we got in there. being here. They have a line in there today, but when I was here, I remember getting the gorilla.
We are at the reindeer exhibit here at the zoo. Not quite as close as we got when we were up in Fairbanks, Alaska, when we did the running with the reindeer. That was a pretty neat experience. We got to wander the wilderness and actually touch the reindeer and see them kind of just in their natural environment.
These bison are pretty cool, but what's even more interesting about them is that just a few days ago we had them walking right past our car when we were in Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Just finished with the polar bear exhibit. They weren't really doing anything. There was just two of them, but it was still super cool. We got to get really close to them, probably within a foot. I was leaning up right against the glass there. We got really close. And then just the other view of it, we got just two different views of them just laying and lounging. But still pretty cool to see.
These two penguins on the end here look like me after take 22 when we're doing our videos.
One thing really noticeable about the aquatic area is the smell. Definitely smells a lot like fish. We are now headed into Como Town, which is the amusement park within the zoo.
Yep. Favorite rides to do, just to kind of soar above everything for a little bit. So connected to the zoo here is the conservatory or arboretum type thing. There's a lot of different plants, so we are taking our time wandering around here and looking at the kind of different habitats of what they have to offer. Wrapping up our time here at Como Zoo and the Conservatory. We've been here about 3.5 hours and it was a nice time, just kind of a little bit of a break from the norm, something that we didn't really have planned, but good to just kind of get out and see what the city has to offer.
My favorite part of the zoo today was probably the gorillas. I've never seen them so active before, and it was good to see them up and about, moving and beating their chests and just being active. It was pretty interesting and exciting.
He stole pretty much everything that I was going to say, so the one piece that I would add to it would be the polar bears. We got pretty close to them, really just the other side of the glass, and just seeing how massive they are was a pretty surreal experience. Let's go ride the carousel.
That's like freaking. So how cool is that?
That was a little unexpected twist we finished things off with. It's right on an old carousel.
Lot of fun.
See you on the next adventure.